It was in the dark days of 2012-13, scandalised by the Jimmy Savile revelations of child abuse, that then Home Secretary Theresa May set up the independent inquiry into child sexual abuse in England and Wales. Allegations emerged against pop stars and politicians, local authorities and churches. All would be investigated. Well, the inquiry's already looked at the Roman Catholic Church and the Anglican Church. And today it's published its report on other faith groups, from Christian Sunday schools to Jewish and Muslim groups. A wide range were examined, and failure was found at all. They were, the report went on to say, quotes, cultures where victim blaming, abuse of power and mistrust of external authorities are common. It found evidence of egregious failings and highlighted the hypocrisy of religions that purport to teach right from wrong and yet fail to protect children. Now, it concluded, quotes, freedom of religion and belief can never justify or excuse the ill treatment of a child or a failure to take adequate steps to protect them from harm. Among the cases cited in the report, a member of Manchester's Haredi Jewish community who abused 3 children only to be sent by his rabbi for counselling. The abuser was eventually convicted and jailed. A Muslim girl abused and raped at her madrasa. Her abuse started when she was just 8 and continued for 3 years. When she finally complained, she was dismissed as a slag by others in her community. And the abuse of a Jehovah's Witness girl started even earlier, when she was just 4. A civil claim against the group came, but was defended by the Jehovah's Witnesses, despite a previous conviction against the perpetrator. All pretty strong stuff. Now, to be fair, the Jehovah's Witnesses said the organisation was, quotes, committed to protecting children and providing spiritual comfort to any who have suffered from the terrible sin and crime of child sex abuse. And the Muslim Council of Britain said the protection of children is rooted in our religious traditions and should be at the centre of all Muslim institutions. Crucially, children must feel confident in reporting any concerns they have. That's now. The report was then. Other complainants have said that the report just didn't go far enough. Historically, it's always been a difficult inquiry. A number of chairs came and went, amid continuing rows over its remit. And what's more, some institutions and individuals found to have been at fault have uttered words of regret, but not much more. There have been very few successful prosecutions, and there have also been long periods of silence in some quarters. Well, the inquiry finished taking evidence in December last year, and with a couple of specific reports still due, it'll publish its overall conclusions and recommendations next year. Will it prove to have been one of those exercises that seemed to be the right thing to do at the time, but without real clout to change much? Are child protection laws adequate, or do they need changing? And what are the attitudes of the police and prosecution services? Will the churches, among others, finally be seen to have profoundly changed their ways, or will the scandals continue to trickle out? In my view, child abuse is one of the most ghastly offences. But I also get furious at having to hear yet another social services boss, senior church figure or local council leader say, oh, we deeply regret, we will learn the lessons, this must not happen again. And so it goes on. Well, perhaps this inquiry is different, and we will see. And that is tonight's Viewpoint.
Welcome to the GB News YouTube channel. You can watch us live 24 hours a day, catch up on your favourite shows, and join in the conversation in the comments below.
Don't forget to subscribe and you'll never miss any of our exclusive content.